Heaven help you if you don't have a better day than you had yesterday. Off you go. Get off to school, you.
I'm delighted to see you. You know, boys, I was just thinking that we fellas ought to have £5 a week. Yes, £5 a week. And it should be brought to us. Why should we have to turn out in wet weather? I'm not kidding you, don't know how things are standing. Things are very serious today, boys. They're very serious. What's the government done for the working man in the last 6 months?
Nothing.
Nothing but blunders and confusions. They've even taxed the girls' silk stockings. Anything to spoil the working man's amusement. I'm standing by the working man. I'm for the working man. I'm for the people. I'm not the public. I tell you today, fellow workers, that this country is a terrible position. You don't know how we're standing. And again, take the government today. You take your government, the way things are going on. You say, put me in Parliament and I'll pass a new law for the factory. Yes, I'll pass a new law. No clocking in, just clocking out. I'll cure unemployment if you put me in Parliament.
You'll cure unemployment?
Yes, I'll cure unemployment.
How would you do that?
Well, the first thing that I would do, I'd put all the men on one island and all the women on another island. They'll soon find something to do.
What would they find to do?
What would they find to do? Shipbuilding. you take this scheme they're putting before the working man today. There's a new deal. The only new deal the working man will get is a lump of wood. They ought to have the same scheme as they've got. They ought to have the same scheme as they've got in America, lads. It's on the American stock market. It's the same idea. Same idea as the communists. It's a good idea. I'll tell you what it is. You buy something you don't get with money you haven't got from someone you never see. Does any of you lads want to ask any answers?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Here, tell me, what is a member of Parliament?
What's a member of Parliament?
Yes.
A member of Parliament is a man who gives your life for his country. I'm only what she calls a working man. And nobody, some folks would have you think. Just what is known as an also-ran. The man who's blamed because he had a drink. But we are the producers of the goods. And British goods are dear, you'll agree. But somehow I think it's funny. Who gets all the money? There's one thing I do know, it isn't me. Who gets the blame? Cause we've got to pay the poor working man. Who is given promises and knows that's all he'll get? The poor working man. Who has to live in houses you could cut through with a knife? Who is it builds your motor cars that lasts you all your life? But who was to the fore in the Great World War? Why, the poor working.
So what's the matter here?
A girl taken ill.
Open the door for me. Oh.
In your cubes. Here. That's the way out.
That's why I came in. Well, how's the business? They tell me it's better.
How do you mean?
Well, there's a lot more on Dole now than there was.
Well, I can't say.
No, I didn't think you could.
You're late, aren't you?
Late? Oh, well, as long as I'm in time to touch, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you better hurry up and get over there, or you'll be too late.
Ah, you're a bob behind.
Get back, will you?
Well, don't
I was
get
here
your...
before you.
Well, don't get your hair off.
I've been coming here for 6 years.
Well, you ought to have a price for good attendance.
Oh, ought I? I wish that hurry. I want to be touchy.
Ah, well, don't touch me.
Touch you?
Ah,
I'll paralyze you. What's your name?
John Willie.
Keep your place, see, or... You would, eh? I'll wait for you.
Ah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you are John Willie?
Yes, so my mother says.
Well, it's been reported to me that you've been seen working and failed to notify us.
What, me working?
Yes.
Get away, somebody's been kidding you.
You were seen yesterday hawking firewood on a handcart.
Me hawking firewood on handcart?
Mm-hmm.
Get away, that was our furniture. We were shifting to another address.
Oh, well, that's different.
Ah, clever, Dick.
Tell me, what have you been doing the last 4 years?
Answering questions.
Seems to me that you're afraid of work.
Me afraid of work?
Yes.
I could sleep beside it.
Oh, could you?
Aye, and when you get me a job, I want a job to my own trade.
Your own trade?
Every man to his own trade, I say.
Well, what is your own trade?
Selling calendars every leap year.
Strikes me that you've got out of the way of work.
Well, I've managed it up to now, but it's been a struggle.
Well, I've got some bad news for you.
Nay, they haven't found me a job, have they?
No.
You give me a fright then, lad.
They've stopped your dough. In other words, you're off the dole.
Off the dole?
Yes, off the dole.
Hey, fancy him knocking me off the door when I've been one of your best customers. Right, it's all right shrugging your shoulders. That's what you get for giving the best years of your life. I want a reason. Now, come on.
You've had quite sufficient reason. You haven't tried hard enough to find work.
You're a liar. I've tried as hard as anybody else. You can ask my mother.
Well, the committee's decision is final.
Well, I'll go to our house. And my mother's only got a small pension. It's a shame, that's what it is.
Well, I can't argue with you.
No, you never could.
I've got to get on with my work.
Oh, yes, you get on with your work. It's fellas like me that keep fellas like you working.
Good morning.
I haven't gone yet. And besides, I want a reason. You can't sack me like this. I want a reference.
Oh, I can't sack you, eh?
No, you
You'll
can't.
soon see. Get out.
I'll smack your face for you.
Hey, what's all this about?
This man's being abusive, officer.
Hey, come along
No,
outside,
smack
you.
his face.
Come on outside, you. See what I'm doing. Come on.
I've got some bad news for you.
Oh, no, John Willie, don't tell me.
I've got to tell you. They've taken me off Dole.
Take me off Dole? Why, whatever for?
Don't ask me. I suppose I'm too clever for them, that's about it.
Oh, I suppose that's what it is. But here, what reason did they give you?
The fella just said that there was nothing for me and that I'd finished and they give me sack. I'm not going to use rotten place again.
Eh, but there'll be no need to if you're not going to get any money, will there?
Perhaps you're right.
Eh, but there. Now, don't heed it, lad. We'll keep up your heart over it. Don't go downhearted. We'll pull through somehow.
Yes, but it's rotten, Mother. No money and no dough.
But worse things happen at sea. And there's your uncle. He's always looked after us. And we've got each other, haven't we?
You're right there.
And always remember, lad, When things are going bad with you, if you look around, you'll always see people worse off than you.
Yes, but that doesn't do us any good, does it?
There, but it's some consolation, poor as it may be.
Yes, I suppose you're right. We ought to buck up a bit, you know. Did you put that string on my ukulele for me?
Yes. Oh, rather. I'll get it for you, shall I?
Hey, you're a great mother.
There's John with it.
Thanks, Mother.
Play us a tune, because it always books us up like.
Ah, thank you.
I hear that your pal Sandy Mother's courting.
Yes, she's going out with Sally Johnson.
Ah, they all go same road. I suppose you'll beat next.
No fear, you'll never catch me going out with lasses, 'cause I'm as shy can be. All my pals have told me all about them, and you can bet that's good enough for me. I've been told how they pet you, upset you till they get you, and you enter penal servitude for life. Married life is bliss, I can tell you this, you're safer with your mother than a wife. So I'm going to stick to my mother, for after all my mother stuck to me. I don't flirt with bits of skirt to buy your ears, and it's a cert you'll find a lot of young men to agree that it's better for to stick to your mother. There's lots of girls but only one mother. She's 65 and precious pain, she keeps the neighbours, I'm a saint, although she knows darn well I ain't, so I'm going to stick to my mother. For after all, my mother stuck to me. So I don't flirt with bits of skirt to bite your ear, and it's a cert you'll find a lot of young men to agree that it's better for to stick to your mother. There's lots of girls but only one mother. A pal of mine, when he goes in, his wife, he asks him where he's been, then ducks him with a rolling pin. So I'm going to stick to my mother. Water can, now he wheels it out in a frown, so I'm going to stick to my mother. How's that, Mother?
Champion. How kind of you, Paul. And thank you so much for all you've done.
Good gracious, you mustn't mention it.
But I must. I can't forget all your goodness.
I'd much sooner you told me about yourself.
There's so little to tell.
You're no friend.
I'm not allowed to have friends.
Not allowed? By whom?
My stepfather.
But what about your mother?
Ah, my mother. I can just remember her. Her gentleness, her charm, and her goodness to me. But forgive me, how can all this interest you?
It does. Please go on.
My little brother and I were left in the care of our stepfather. He turned out to be a beast. Yes, a beast.
Have you no other relatives?
Yes, but they're all abroad. My stepfather would never let me know their address. Would you mind?
Oh, very well, nurse. I'm Spiona. May I come and see you again?
Of course you will.
It can't be too soon for me. I think there's something wrong. It seems incredible to me that such a beautiful, refined girl should be in such a position.
Did she tell you about her stepfather?
She did. But I do believe in my own mind that the man is not her stepfather.
You think that?
I do. I do indeed. Anyway, I'll have some inquiries made immediately. Well, goodbye, nurse. Thank you so much. I'll be here again soon.
Hello, Ted.
Hello, Mary.
Hey, what brings you here?
I'm going away.
Hey, this is a bit sudden, isn't it?
Well, I'm a man of quick decisions. The doctor says I must go away for at least 12 months. So, well, I'm going.
But here, who's going to look after your private inquiry business?
That's what I want to see you about, Mary. I cannot close the business down at a moment's notice. It isn't possible.
Here, wait a moment. Here, why not let our John Willie run your office for you while you're away?
Do you think he could manage it?
Think? Why, I know he could. He's never had a chance. But he's brilliant, is our John Willie.
But there, I'm only his uncle. You're his mother.
So I ought to know. Why, he's just the lad for the job. He'd make a champion detective. And you should see him sometimes raiding teacups and picking out winners with a pin. He's a marvel.
Well, perhaps I'll just...
Yeah, I'll call him in.
Good.
John Willie?
It's a great chance for him. I wonder if he would make a detective.
Yeah, of course he would. But, see, here he is. He's coming now.
Hello, Uncle.
John Willie, do you think you could be a detective?
Do I think I could be a detective? I should think I could.
There, what did I tell you?
Well, I might think it over.
When do I start, Uncle?
Just one moment.
Yeah, give the lad a job and not so much palaver.
Well, come along to my office and I'll show you what to do. There's one thing. I've got a manager who may be able to help you.
Well, what's he like?
Oh, he's a smart young fellow. Wears a monocle, you know, the...
Oh, I know. Well, you leave him to me. I'll soon tame him. I'll have a meeting out of my hands.
Well, come along.
Oh, good morning, unconscious. Any
morning.
urgent letters?
Yes, here they are.
Any checks among them?
Not this morning, sir.
Oh, well, they're no good to us. Now, let me see. Now, how long have I been here now?
Well, I should say about one calendar month.
One calendar month.
Yeah.
You know, no wonder Scotland Yard are jealous of us. Are there any customers?
There's a lady outside there with a baby.
Oh, not guilty.
Yes, but she's called for advice, sir.
Advice? She's so late, she should have called before.
Yes, but it's a matter of catching the father.
Catching the father? He's had too good a start. Anyway, you can send her in. We can't do any harm.
Sure in.
Yeah, sure in. Well, missus, it's all right. I understand. You will go to these Blackpool illuminations.
No, you're wrong. I was out hiking.
Oh, aye.
I want you to trace the father of my child.
Trace the father. Well, now, do you think you'd know him again? You know, you'll have to tell me everything because otherwise I won't be able to do anything for you.
Can you keep a secret?
Well, we detectives have to keep secrets, you know.
Well, keep this.
Here is it, Grandon. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
So they found the jolly old father, huh?
Not so much as a jolly old father. Why should you do it on me? I've never done the woman any harm. Oh, hey, can you keep a secret?
You can trust me, old boy, any old time. But I must say I'm rather surprised.
I didn't ask you were you surprised. I said, can you keep a secret?
Of course I can keep a secret.
Well, keep that.
But I say you can't do this with me, old chap. Now, don't be silly.
You're my manager, aren't you?
Of course I'm your manager.
Well, manage that. Go on, go on.
I'm sorry, but you can't see Miss Manners.
What, can't see my own girl? Why not?
I'm afraid she's not well enough to receive visitors.
Receive visitors? Blimey, who does she think she is? A duchess?
The doctor has forbidden her to see anybody until she's a little stronger.
It's hard lines on me, her not being able to play a fiddle. My living's gone. How long will she be here?
That I can't say. Certainly until she's convalescent.
What happened to her?
She collapsed in the street and was brought here in a car.
Knocked down by a motor, like as not. Who brought her here?
A Mr. Raymond of Marley Lodge was the gentleman.
A rich bloke, plenty of dough, huh?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to discuss Mr. Raymond with you.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll come back again later. Marley Lodge, you said, huh?
Well? Yes, very well, thank you. Could I see the owner of the joint?
Owner of the joint?
Yes, the bloke that belongs to the doings.
Doings?
What I... morning, dirt track.
What?
Sir Dirt Track. The boss of the works.
You can't see him.
Yeah. Can't see him? What do you think I am, blind?
No, I mean to say he's in, but he's very busy.
He's very busy.
Yeah.
I don't care how busy he is. I'm going to look at him.
Just a minute.
Take your hands off my throat. What's the matter with you? Get back into your kennel. Never heard anything like it in my life.
How dare you talk to me?
Why can't I speak to you?
Don't you know who I am?
No, who are you?
I'm the mayor's daughter.
The mayor's daughter?
Yes.
Don't speak to me.
Why not?
I'm a big watch.
Who are you?
Well, if you want to know, I'm the fellow that didn't know you. Would you do me a favour?
What's that?
Make a noise like the wind and blow through that door. Oh, just a moment. I like you very, very much.
You do?
You're a very nice little girl. Well, what's your name?
Glory.
Glory. I know your brother. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Oh, listen, would you care to marry me?
Marry you?
Come on, I'm not working.
No, I couldn't marry you.
Listen, you marry me and I'll give the minister £5.
5 pounds.
5 beautiful pounds.
Let me tell you, my first husband gave 100.
Yes, I know that. He got you brand new. Now,
What?
look here, what about me? Listen, by the way, have you ever been to America?
No.
Wonderful place is New York.
Is it?
In New York, they have a statue there. They call it Liberty.
Really?
But don't forget, it points towards England.
Now, talking about America,
Yes?
I think the Americans are clever.
What did the American do that was clever?
In America,
Yeah?
monkeys carry telegrams.
Nothing at all. In England, lions sell tea. Still, you're a very nice little girl, but I don't like the look of your nose.
Don't you?
I don't think that suits you. Suppose you came on the earth the second time and you had the choice of 2 noses. Now, which one would you pick, your own or Greta Garbo?
I pick my own.
I know that. I've seen you do it many a time.
Oh, how
sit
rude.
down there and behave. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, my proper name is Bertie Hall. Strange to say, I've never been on the Dole. I went down to the Labour Exchange. I said, how do I get on the Dole? He said, simple. Sign your name on the form. I said, shall I put my full name, Bertie Hall? He said, no, you just put B Hall because it's all you're going to get this week. Let's go. I'm a very peculiar man. Up to now I'm an also ran. The ladies always seem to pass me by. I've done my best to mingle with the rest. I always get the same reply. Dance. They call me Lanky Harry to say what girl would marry anything like me. And if ever I go out for a ramble roundabout, along the edge. That's all I get if I meet them in the street. But girls, remember the old motto near the bone, sweeter the meat. Hey. Well, I don't think that I'll wait any longer. I will either phone to you or write to you. And as for you, Colonel Bogey.
Same to you.
Have you seen anything of the governor?
Not lately. Oh, here he is now.
You can all sit down now you've seen me.
You may go in now, Mrs. Broadbottom.
Oh, thank you. Russia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Park it, will you? So your name is Broadbottom, eh?
It is.
It's a funny name for such a narrow outlook, isn't it? What is your business?
I believe my husband is unfaithful to me.
Tell me more. This is my line.
I want you to track him, to trace him down. Oh, to think that he should be so deceiving.
Well, don't cry, love, because the more you cry, the less you progress, you see. Tell me all about it, will you?
Oh, he used to be so loving.
Yes.
Why, he even used to kiss my shadow on the wall.
Kiss his shadow on the wall?
Yes.
Didn't he get a sore nose?
Then he became moody.
Broody?
Moody.
Oh, moody.
He used to have strange fancies. Why, once he wanted to throw himself into the canal.
Throw himself into the canal?
Yes.
And what happened then?
I stopped him.
You did, eh?
I had a letter this morning from a friend. Watch your husband. He is visiting the nudist colony.
Nudist colony?
Yes.
I wouldn't mind a strange fancy like that myself.
Well, I wanted to track him down. Now, you visit the nudist colony and watch what he's up to.
I will, the dirty dog, but how am I going to know him?
Oh, I have a recent photograph of him. Here it is.
And he wanted to throw himself in the canal?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't have stopped him.
Well, will you watch him for me?
You, at the nudist colony?
Certainly.
You couldn't keep me back. But,
yes. What is your preliminary fee?
now you're talking. Well, let me see. At the moment, we've got a sale on. We'll say 9.11.3. One for his knob. Take away the first number you thought of. Yes, that'll be 12 and sixpence, Mrs.
Oh, yes, I understand. Very well. I'll send you a cheque.
Yes, all right. Good morning. Nothing more today.
Bye.
And thank you, Mother, for the dripping.
Aren't they lovely?
They're beautiful.
It shows somebody thinks about you, doesn't it?
Whoever can have sent them?
Can't you guess, you little goose? With best wishes from Rex Raymond.
Oh, isn't it sweet of him?
He's a nice young man and unattached.
Yes.
I have a serious complaint.
A serious complaint?
Oh, very serious.
Oh, well, leave that to me. I'll soon fix that for you. You didn't know I was any good at this, did you? Oh, do you know you'll have to have your tonsils moved?
But I've had them out.
Oh, well, they'll have to be put back again. Now, cough. Oh, louder than that. now, say 99.
99.
100. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, how dare you. I've called to see you about a little boy.
Well, why didn't you say so before, you daft thing?
I'm nothing of the kind. I am a school teacher,
Oh,
and I want you to come to my school.
There. I can't, Mrs. I'm over there.
You don't understand. I said I was a school teacher. I want you to come and make inquiries at our school.
Oh, I was going to say, because my school days are over.
If they ever began.
Oh, I was a sticker at school.
Indeed.
Do you know I stuck in Standard 1 for 7 years?
Now listen.
What?
There's a little boy at our school whose stepfather is very, very cruel.
Oh.
This stepfather is also a nuisance. He's continually asking for the boy to be excused.
You don't say. What for?
Oh, I presume he wants him to sell newspapers or something. This stepfather has a daughter who's ill in hospital.
I
And
see.
therefore he says his living is gone.
Do you know what? I think I've heard of this fellow.
Now listen, if you come to the school and interview this boy,
Yes.
I'm sure you would get much more out of him than I could, with your great gifts.
Well, I know I'm wonderful. You needn't remind me.
And you'll be doing a great deed to help find out about this stepfather, who I'm sure is no good.
No, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use some of my disguises. I'm a wonderful at disguises.
Did you, tingle ring?
No, I didn't tingle ring. It tingle ringed on its own, you daft thing. Listen, go and bring all them people in that are out there. I'll show them whether I can disguise myself or not. Now, go on, hurry up.
All the side, son.
Okay, sister. Now, this is what I want you to do. Now, I've just told my client that I can disguise myself so she can't see me. Now then, I'm going to shuffle in amongst you, and when I say right, I'm going to say get back to your places, and I'll have disguised myself so nobody will know me. I'll bet I don't know myself. Now, is that understood? Yes. Now, are you ready? Yes. Shuffle, right, shuffle. Right.
You!
Ah, no, that's not fair, no. You didn't give me a good enough shuffle.
Didn't I?
No, let me have one more shuffle.
All right, just one more chance.
Now, I'll bet you'll not be able to stop me this time. Now, give me a better shuffle this time, will you, lad? Yes. Are you ready? Shuffle. Right.
He is there, isn't he? He must be. You!
Good morning. So that violin that was sent to be repaired, is it nearly ready?
Oh, yes, sir. It's being attended to. I'll send to the man who's dealing with it.
Well, thanks. In the meantime, may I use your telephone?
Certainly, Mr. Raymond. This way, sir.
Thank you. Is that John Willie's agency? Is John Willie in? Speaking? This is Raymond. I'm speaking from Terry's music shop. I say, old chap, I'm most frightfully busy. I wonder if you could run over and see me here. I have some information for you.
You've got some information? Good. All right, I'll be right over, Mr. Raymond.
Good.
Now, what about Scotland Yard?
Oh, aye, Scotland Yard. Well, you better tell them I'll be able to help them, I think.
You think you will?
Yes. You see, that's the trouble. Scotland Yard get themselves in a mess, and I've got to come and pull them out of it.
Of course you have.
I cannot wait any longer. I must see you.
I'm sorry, madam, you can't see him. He's a very busy man. Aren't you? Huh?
Am I?
Why, of course you are.
Why, of course I am. Yes, I'm a very busy man, missus. What do you want?
It's confidential.
Confidential. Oh, dog's body, kennel. Go on, off it. Now, missus?
It's about my husband.
Oh,
he
yes.
ill-treats me.
He's a coward.
And I want you to thrash him.
Me? Well, you better let me see what he's done.
I don't like. I'm black and blue.
Aye, well, show me the blue part, because I must have evidence, you know.
Then come to my house and hide in my bedroom. Here's my card.
Hide in your bedroom. Ah, that's better. I'll be along tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Oh, missus, how big is your husband?
Just a little man.
You sure he's a little man?
Of course.
Aye, all right, well, I'll be there then.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
How's it getting along? Not beyond repair, I hope.
Oh, no, sir. I was able to get some wood. Exactly what I wanted.
Well, that's good news.
Yes, you see, it's far better than ever it was before, sir. It's a good instrument.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
No.
It belongs to a friend of mine.
Really? Take great care of it.
I've no doubt that well, this friend of mine would take very great care of it, I'm sure.
It's a good instrument, sir.
I don't mind how much it costs as long as it's put in perfect order. And send the account to me, please.
Very good, sir. He assures me it'll be as good as ever it was.
Well, let me know when it's finished and I'll tell you where to send it.
How do?
Good day, sir.
Nice weather we're having, isn't it? Thank you. Well, I'm here.
Well, thanks for coming so promptly.
I couldn't help it. I ran both ways and walked back.
You're a very great detective, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a bloodhound, I am.
Now listen, John Willis.
Yes?
I told you all I know about this Dick Manners. Well, here's his address. I told you that he professes to be the stepfather of this friend of mine.
A friend of yours? Is it a lady?
Well, if you must know, yes.
Ah, well, I understand.
Now get to work, there's a good chap. You have the address. You detectives have your own way of working.
Oh, yes, we
But
have that.
spare no expense to find out everything. Here's some money to be going on with.
Ah, now you're talking. You just leave it to me.
And the sooner you find something out, the better. Keep in touch. Keep in touch.
Don't worry, I'll keep in touch.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Ta-ta. He's a champion fella, that.
Are you interested in music, sir?
Well,
These are records of songs that will never die.
songs that will never die. Let's have a look. Rocked in the Cradle of the Deep, Tom Bowling, Lily of Laguna, Knocked him in the Old Kent Road, Get Your Hair Cut.
How dare you insult me? How dare you?
I hear you calling me.
You're most impertinent.
Whisper and I shall hear.
This is most uncalled for.
Somewhere a voice is calling.
Who do you think I am?
You are my heart's delight.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me tonight.
Now, that isn't funny.
Laugh, clown, laugh.
When are you going to pay attention to me?
When it's springtime in the Rockies.
Oh, don't get my goat. Don't get my goat. Do you know what happens to the fellow that gets my goat?
Yes.
What?
He milks it.
Bah, you fool.
Here's a cheap line, sir.
What, these here? You've got a lot of cheap things in your shop, haven't you? Come into the garden mord for a penny. Lord, you made the night too long for tuppence. Meet me tonight in dreamland for threepence. There's something about a soldier for fourpence. Love is the sweetest thing for fivepence. Keep on doing what you're doing. Why, that's a good song, isn't it?
We've got some very good instruments over here, sir.
Ah, you're a pushing young man, aren't you? Ah, you've got a nice lot of ukuleles, haven't you?
And they're very good ones, too.
Are they?
Try this one.
Yes, I like to play these things.
You should buy one.
Hmm?
You can have it on the installment plan.
5 shillings a week, that's all.
That's all? Oh, what's 5 shillings if you don't play it? Whose records are these?
George Formby.
George Formby? Never heard of him.
His records are selling very well, sir.
Are they? What's that called?
This one? If you don't want the goods, don't maul them.
Oh, I know that. It goes like this.
Try it on this one first, sir. It's a better instrument.
All right. Now here's a little motto song I'd like to sing to you. Some of them are very old and some of them are new. But here's one in particular, it's funny in its way. I wonder what we'd think if we heard our ancestors say, if you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em. It's a saying old and true. You don't like it if it's said to you, are you going to marry my daughter, sir? Said far to Johnny Dole. John said no, so far said go. If you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em. We all learned our history when we were kids at school. We used to go there every day to learn the golden rule. King Solomon was a gay old boy, he was a lively spark. And this is what you might have heard while listening in the dark. If you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em. It's a saying old and true. You don't like it if it's said to you. King Solomon had 600 wives and they always used to call 'em, till one of them turned to him and said, if you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em. Smith went to a doctor who lived in Harley Street. He said, my man, those gallstones, they will drag you off your feet. Now come inside my hospital at once without delay. He did, and when they chloroformed him, he was heard to say, if you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em, don't maul 'em. It's a saying old and true. You don't like it if it's said to you, they were just about to operate on his appendix, what do you call 'em? When he popped up his head to the doctor said, if you don't want the goods, don't maul 'em. It is a good ukulele.
Oh, by the way, sir, you won't forget that your visit to the nudist colony is down for today, sir.
Oh, I had forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me see. What suit will you wear?
Well, I should think my birthday suit.
now, what about your blue one?
No, I won't have my blue one because I'll be blue with the cold.
You know, you're a lucky chap. Oh, some people have all the luck.
I wouldn't call it luck. I don't want to go to the nudist colony, but duty is duty, but you can come along.
What, me?
Aye.
Really? What will I wear? My eyeglass?
You can wear nothing if you like.
Oh, boy.
What do you want?
What have you got?
I've got nothing.
I don't want it. As a matter of fact, I've come to join.
Oh, you've come to join, sir?
Yes,
This way, sir.
champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you want anything?
I don't like to tell you.
You wish to join our society?
I don't mind a basinful.
Well, I must see your credentials.
You're a bit swift, aren't you?
Well, I must take down your particulars.
Why, haven't you got a private room for that?
Yes, you go to the private room to change after you've joined the society.
Oh, I thought you meant that to change here.
What is your name?
John Willie.
John Willie what?
John Willie's good enough for me, and it'll have to be good enough for you.
So you want to join our colony, to get back to nature,
Nature in the raw.
to commune with the elements, to bathe in the sunshine, to see the flowers, the trees, and the birds.
Oh, I have come to see the birds.
Keep it 5 guineas, please.
How much?
10 guineas.
I don't ask you again, dare I?
The fee is 10 guineas.
Well, can't I have a sample?
It's 10 guineas for a contract.
10 guineas for a contract. Well, how much is it for piecework?
And we shall require references.
What, a reference to undress yourself?
What exactly are you after?
What am I after? I'm after that.
Oh, you darling. You please. You pardon me, won't you? Tell me, is your clock right?
Yes.
Oh. What are you doing here? Oh, sorry, mine's the job.
Your membership card.
Pardon?
Your card.
Oh, card? I'm never without a card, never. Now, what do you play? Pontoon or nap, I'd imagine.
We don't play cards here.
What?
We don't play cards here.
You don't? Oh, what about the barmaid? Is she doing what?
Barmaid?
Yeah.
That's not a barmaid.
Is what?
That's our receptionist.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry, my mistake. All dressed up and nowhere to go, eh? Nice little uniform. The old work too. Thank you. God bless the working man, eh? Well, how to make money for nothing, yeah? Do you know who I am?
No.
You've no idea?
No.
See that? It's all right. Don't worry about that. Hold your hand out. Go and destroy yourself. Go on. Destroy yourself. Go on, there you go. Go on.
Hey, off it.
Oh, come the boys! Look, here come the new members.
My, Gummy's putting on weight, isn't he, eh? I think you do better with this than me. Hey, lad. Be a big lad when he grows up. That's funny, 1 o'clock.
Oh, funny little man can't catch me.
Funny little man doesn't want to.
That's a good one.
Well, it is clean anyway.
Absolutely.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Duty, my boy, duty. You know I'm the master of duty. I came here to see what's going on.
Ah, well, from what I can see, there's more coming up anyway. Off it.
Come along.
Hello.
Hello.
And fancy seeing you here?
And why not?
Nothing, only I just wondered, do you come here often?
Oh, occasionally for a little relaxation.
Ah.
You know, school can be very trying.
Ah.
Which reminds me, you haven't forgotten your promise to visit the school, have you?
Oh, no, my manager won't let me forget any promises.
It's getting warm, isn't it?
It's getting a bit hot, isn't it?
I lie here and dream of love.
If I was here, I'd have a nightmare.
Ignorant people laugh at it, you know.
I can see now to laugh at. I think it's champion.
Do you?
What's your name?
Miss Seymour.
Seymour. There's not very much more to see, is there?
Oh, the sun, the health-giving sun.
Aye, when you turn brown, you know that you're done. That's a good one, Gee, isn't it marvellous, eh? It's wonderful. Oh, dear, the sunshine. Hey, I've got a brown skin.
Don't you like a brown skin?
Oh, I like your skin anyway.
It's awfully sweet.
Why, there's a terrible draft, isn't there?
There is rather, and I don't know where it's coming from.
No, but I know where it's going to.
Oh, you know, you're far too handsome for a man.
Well, what should I have been, a hedgehog?
Are you married?
Well, not so as you'd notice it.
Don't you think love is a very wonderful thing?
Yeah, I don't know, I'm sure.
Do you love in the blaze of the sun or in the cool of the evening?
Well, usually on the heat of the moment.
Oh, you wonderful man. You thrill me. Oh, you master of destiny.
Oh, don't lure me.
Oh, you chic, you Adonis.
Mother, I'm skidding.
Oh, you gorgeous beast.
Mother, I've lost the battle.
Oh, don't you love me?
Yes, I love you.
You do?
Your hair.
Oh, yes.
Your eyes.
Yes.
Your lips.
Yes.
Your mouth.
Oh, yes, then kiss me.
No, it's dangerous.
Why do you think there's any harm in kissing?
Well, I don't know, do you?
But look at all the pleasures you are missing if you don't.
That's true.
It seems to me to be a sort of pity if a chance should come along like this.
If you kiss and run away, you live to kiss another day. Oh, surely there's no harm in a kiss.
Now listen, what about this marvellous Royal and Ancient game?
Now tell me, do you know anything about golf?
I haven't the faintest idea.
I'll tell you all about
You will?
it.
You're a pal, you
Of
are,
course I will. Yes,
Oh, dear, dear. I'm looking forward to it so much.
I'll make the tea.
What?
I'll make the tea.
Don't make tea for me. I never drink tea in the mornings, ever. I like a little drop of scotch, you know, it warms the cockles of the heart, you know.
Oh, don't you understand?
Excuse me. Thank you. All right.
I want you to try and imagine that this is the tea.
For the time being.
For the time
I've
being.
got it, all the tea.
There you are. You've got to have a tea to put a ball on.
To put the ball on?
To put a ball on.
What ball?
My dear fellow, you've got to play this game with a ball.
You don't play with the ball, do you?
Of course you do.
Really? Of course. The game's finished. I haven't got a ball, so why...
What is the matter? Come here. Put those clubs down.
I mean, what's
I'll lend you a ball.
Oh, thank you so much.
There's a lovely
thank you.
ball.
Oh, I said, you take this with water over that. I mean,
You do not take it with
I
water.
thought it was all right.
That's a wonderful ball.
That's all right. Carry on, then.
That's a wonderful ball, Dan.
This is really...
That's a kernel.
Is it what?
A kernel.
Really?
Yes.
Haven't kernels come down? I don't know.
I've had that ball for years.
Go on. Ever since it was a Lance Corporal, I suppose.
My dear fellow, don't be funny.
Joke over. Just a little joke in my mouth. Just a little down the
Table's in the way. Now get your club.
Get the what?
Get the club.
They're a very nice little club too, it is, eh?
Now, first of all, you
yes?
have to address the ball.
You what?
You have to address the ball.
Address it?
Address it.
Are you sending it away? Something?
Don't be absurd. You address that ball.
It's silly, isn't it? All right, I'll do it. I don't mind. Dear Colonel, just a few lines to ask you.
What's the matter with you? Put your hat on.
All right.
Do you understand what I mean? Address the ball. I mean you've got to go like this.
Oh, you mean slosh the rotten thing. I know what you mean now. Sure. Oh, dear.
Now get your eye on the ball.
Get it what?
Get your eye on the ball.
Eye on the ball.
Eye on the ball.
Do you mean that?
Of course I mean it.
This game's crackers. There's enough to turn anyone down. I don't mind.
Dickens, do you think you're doing?
You know, that thing hurts in your eye. That's really, it's silly.
I mean, look at the ball.
Well, couldn't you see that without showing that in front of the boys?
Take one over to the fellow.
I've got it.
Are you ready?
Are
you ready now? You want to drive straight down the fairway.
Down the what?
Down the fairway.
Down the fairway.
Yes.
Go back on
Drive.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
How do you do? Nice weather we're having.
Not that room, sir. This room. A madam will be here in a moment.
I think they made a mistake then. Beg your pardon. And she told me he was a little man. The cheeky thing, I'm not stopping here, I'm going home.
Ah, looking for clues?
Aye, and I found one I wasn't looking for.
Where?
Him on dressing table.
Oh, yes, that's Madam's first husband.
First husband?
Yes.
Oh, then they buried him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's different. Don't like it a little.
Somebody coming.
Boo!
Whatever are you doing here?
I'm looking for clues.
I expected you before now.
Well, I came as soon as I could.
Well, you might have come a little sooner.
Well, I'm here, what does it matter?
Get all the proof necessary for my divorce, then I will be free.
Leave it to me. I'd laugh if mother could see me now.
Hurry, there's no time to lose.
All right, now don't rush me, missus. I don't like being rushed.
Throw my husband's clothes around like that. He'll be furious. Go back. He's here.
I told you before not to throw my things about.
I haven't touched your clothes.
No, I suppose they threw themselves about.
Oh, shut up.
Don't you shut up to me.
You drunken old thing that you are. How dare you do that to me? I'll never get down there.
Oh, shame, but wait. drunk.
I'm sorry, love.
This little piggy went to market.
It's a draw. Fancy wanting a divorce.
I want a word with you.
And what do you want?
It's about my boy. I want him off school.
But don't you know you've no right here at all?
Oh, haven't I?
No.
No right to see about my living?
No, will you please go away?
Not without my kid, I won't. There's funny things going on, there is. I'm being followed, I am. And there's something I want to know.
Yes, and there's something I want to know. You've caused me a lot of trouble finding you, and I shall be obliged if you'll come along.
What for?
Just to answer a few questions. You better come along.
Don't hold me, I'm not under arrest.
Not yet. Come along, I want you to answer a few questions. Well, we've got you. You've given us a lot of trouble looking for you, but we've got you.
Yes, you've so many brains you're missing. You're not at home.
I tell you nothing.
Oh, yes, you will.
What's your real name?
You're a liar.
We'll take a statement from him.
I tell you nothing.
Oh, yes, you will.
I tell to nobody.
Got enough evidence from you to fill a library.
We want no nonsense from you. You're for it, and
Yes.
you know it.
You're going a long, long journey.
Come on now, we're waiting.
I tell you nothing.
Hey, what's all this?
We've got him.
Well, you can have him.
I don't want to.
He refuses to make a statement.
Leave him to me. I'll give him the once-over. Now, come.
Spill what you need.
You'd better speak the truth.
I say nothing.
You say nothing. Why, we've got you.
Yes, we've got you. See?
And all the trouble with that.
Now, look here. We've got you where we want you. Now, you better confess. It'll be worse for you if you don't. Give us the lowdown, kid.
You're in your blasted third degree, I can't stand it.
You tricked that woman into bogus marriage.
You nasty man.
Get a statement from him.
And you wanted for forgery.
Yes, and robbery.
And bigamy.
Yes, and persistent cruelty.
In fact, you're a bad lad, that's what you are.
Get a statement from him.
Now, get this, kid. If you don't confess, it'll be the worse for you.
Yes, we'll have your Dole stopped. And that'll be nasty, won't it?
Who's an Nancy?
Oh, I can't be bothered with him.
Put his statement down.
I'll put his nose down.
Leave me, will you?
Oh, come on.
Give him time to think.
There's an old mill by the stream, where we used to sit and dream, and the waters as they flow seem to murmur sweet and low. You're my heart's desire. I love you, Nellie. The songs of the old brigade, the songs that the old folks knew, and it's just for the sake of old lang syne we brought back those tunes.
Yes, you know, I think that's awfully good, yes, you're... Hello, you're a dear little fellow. I'd like to have a chat with you just a moment. Come with me. Yes, you are indeed a very bright little fellow. Tell me, how old are you?
7.
7. And what are you going to be?
8.
8?
Oh, now look here, as a special treat, I'm now going to sing to you.
Oh, I'd like to sing with you.
Oh, you would like to sing with me? Do you know anything about singing?
No,
Do you know anything about music at all?
nothing at all.
Well, if you know nothing at all about music, how do you think you're going to be able to sing?
Like you.
Oh, that's awfully good. But look here, you must know something about the tonic sol fa.
Oh, I haven't had mine.
Haven't had your what?
My tonic so far.
No, no, no. The tonic sol fa notes. Now, for instance, the first note is do. And the next note is re.
Oh, that's Freddie's sister's name.
What is?
Ray, short for Rachel.
Yes, we'll leave that for the moment, shall we? Now then, after Ray comes me.
Oh, I must tell Freddie that.
You must tell Freddie what?
You're after his sister.
I'm not after his sister. Will you kindly leave Freddie's sister out of this? Now, after me, we have far.
How far?
How far? No, just far. And after far, we have so.
So far.
So far. No, no, no. Far so.
So far, so good.
So far, so I know it is.
Oh, we've got one of those at home.
You've got what at home?
A sofa.
A sofa. Look here, young man. The last note was far. Now the next note is so.
Is that so?
Yes.
Says you.
Says me. I don't do that either. Now then, after so we have la.
Ooh la la.
Oh, la la. Oh, just la. And after la we come to tea.
Can I come with you?
Can you come where?
To tea.
To tea. After tea we've got dough again.
More dough.
Now there you've got it. Dough on the top, dough on the bottom, me in the middle. Now then, what is that?
Bologna.
What is it? Good gracious.
Children, dismissed. Just a moment. I want you. Ah, there's the little boy I was telling you about. Jackie, come here. This is Jackie.
Hello, Jackie. That is it. It's natural.
Oh! Oh, Jackie! Oh, dear me. He's full of mischief, the dear little boy.
Is it the little lad, aren't you, Jackie?
Oh, I say, he didn't give you any chance to ask him any questions, did he?
Oh, I don't need to ask any questions of him. I know more than he can tell me. Besides, he's daft.
Listen,
Well,
I'd love to help you.
would you?
Oh, you know I would. Do you know, I hardly recognized you in your disguise.
Ah, and do you know, I didn't know you with your clothes on.
Oh, stop. You are a caution.
I am when I go. See? Stop, caution, and go.
Oh, you funny man.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You know, have you ever been in love?
Are you at it again?
Oh, somehow I can't help it when you're near me.
It is funny, isn't it?
Isn't love a very funny thing?
It's the funniest thing I know.
It gets a hold, makes you hot and cold.
It even makes a fella wish I get bold. It teases you.
It freezes you. Then it tingles and it pleases you.
Of love the poets have often sung. There's many a man for love been hung. Yet they say it's better if you get it when you're young.
Oh, isn't love a very funny thing?
It's the funniest thing I know.
First you get a hug, then you get a squeeze.
And you get a funny feeling round your housemaid's knees. It vexes you,
Perplexes you.
then it stings and it annexes you. It's love that gives to life the tricks. It's love that teaches you the tricks. Said Henry VIII to his big six.
Oh, isn't love a very funny
thing?
Oh, Rex, you've been so good to me.
Not half good enough. And I had the most glorious news for you.
My stepfather?
Yes. He's not your stepfather at all. The inquiry agent has found out everything. Your real name, your relatives, everything.
Oh, can it be true?
Perfectly true. You'll never be troubled by your alleged stepfather again.
How wonderful. And little Jack?
My darling, everything's arranged. Little Jack's going to college next term, and he's overjoyed at the prospect.
Rex, darling, you've made me so happy.
How do, Rex?
Irene, meet John Willey, the great detective.
I'm honored to meet you.
I'm not surprised.
How wonderful you are.
Oh, I can't help it. It's a gift with me.
Oh, John Willey,
Yeah?
just a moment.
Oh, he wants me. There we go.
Just a little present.
I know you play one.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered. What are you going to do, play it? Well, what do you think I'm going to do, suck it?
Oh, sorry. Well, come on, Irene. John Willey's going to play for us.
I can't stay long.
Why not?
Well, I promised to be home at 9 o'clock. And a promise is a promise, and to keep it doesn't hurt you. Keeping an appointment is to me the greatest virtue. So when a girl last night said I and showed her jubilation, I hurried up the other way, kept out of all temptation, 'cause I'd promised to be home by 9 o'clock. I wasn't tempted by a bit of froth, for I thought of the aftermath of those who leave the narrow path. Besides, on Friday I've my bath, always waiting for me 9 o'clock. I promised to be home by 9 o'clock, and I always have my milk at 9 o'clock. Her out for you. I promise to be home by 9 o'clock. When you're out of work for years, it's bound to cause stagnation. So the morning I got married, it was mental relaxation. The wife, she said she'd wait for me, and I'd no cause to doubt her. So I went off to the club, and I forgot all about her, 'cause I'd promised to be home by 9 o'clock. And at the sing-song I got quite a shock. For Jimmy Smith, he would recite, the curfew shall not ring tonight. In that case, then I said, all right, I needn't hurry home for 9 o'clock. Yes, I promised to be home by 9 o'clock. And the kids don't call me daddy, but old cock. With 15 kids, oh, what a game. You're telling me that it's a shame, but I suppose that I'm to blame for always going home by 9 o'clock. I don't know. Why?
Well, you know I love you.
Isn't love a very funny thing?
Oh, you're crazy.
I know that. But everybody's got a crazy notion of their own. Some like to mix up with the crowd, some like to be alone. It's no one else's business, as far as I can see. But every time that I go out, the people stare at me with my little ukulele in my hand. Of course, the people do not understand. Some say, why don't you be a scout? Why don't you read a book? But I get much more pleasure when I'm playing on me uke. Of course, I take no notice, you can tell. For mother's sound advice will always stand. She said, my boy, do what I say, and you'll never go astray if you keep your ukulele in your hand. Yes, son, keep your ukulele in your hand. Made up my mind that I'd get wet some 18 months ago. I also bought a book about the things you ought to know. But just about a week ago I got an awful fright. I had to get dressed quickly in the middle of the night, and with my little ukulele in my hand, I ran along the road for Dr. Brown. It didn't take him long to get